Last summer, feminist blogger Caroline Criado-Perez started a Twitter campaign to get a woman onto British banknotes. Her lobbying got plenty of support from like-minded activists, but it also unleashed a wave of online abuse, including graphic rape and death threats. Last month, 2 people were jailed for the offences in a landmark court case. Jo Tandy tells us more.
After protests, an online petition and the threat of legal action, Caroline Criado-Perez's campaign paid off. Last July, Bank of England boss Mark Carney unveiled a new £10 banknote bearing British novelist Jane Austen's image. The new note will enter circulation in 2017. Yet Criado-Perez's campaign sparked a stream of sexist abuse on Twitter. The activist claimed that at one point she received around 50 rape threats per hour. Some of the messages told her to go kill herself or suggested that her abusers had the means to find her. So Criado-Perez fought back, retweeting the threats, while tens of thousands signed the blogger's petition urging the social network to take action against online abuse. In response, Twitter UK boss Tony Wang said the site takes online harassment seriously, and in August the company rolled out a report abuse button, allowing users to flag up offensive content. Meanwhile, a British court sentenced a man and a woman to 8 and 12 weeks in jail, respectively, for sending Criado-Perez the online threats.
Now, we're joined in the studio today by Nathalie Dreyfus, founder of Dreyfus Legal Practice and expert consultant in digital legislation. Welcome to the show, Nathalie.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, just going back to that case, we saw this is an example, of course, of online abuse. And Caroline Criado-Perez used the internet as a great tool to rally support for a pro-feminist cause, but there are also dangers and threats posed by the online atmosphere. What would you say those dangers are?
Oh, I would say I could see 3 major dangers. First, on the social networks, you can be anonymous. So people can threaten any person without being recognized. So psychologists use the term disinhibition, and it explains why people can become aggressive online. And it's very easy to open an account because you need only a name and an email, and this name can be a pseudonym. So it's very difficult to trace who is behind a post.
But often people, when reporting online abuse, they have trouble having authorities take them seriously. There's a tendency to think it's only the internet, not the real world. Mm-hmm. Now, where does the law come in on this? What's the difference in terms of legislation between the virtual space and the real space?
Yes, you really have to differentiate civil law from criminal law. I think that the authorities are really careful about what's going on the internet, especially when young people are concerned. But of course, all law is applicable online, but the difficulty is the enforcement. And the European Commission has formed agreements with 17 major social networks to ensure young people are better protected online. So EU legislation will not change soon, not before 2015 and after the European elections.
Now, coming back to the case at hand, we saw the case of Caroline Criado-Perez. We see that a lot more online harassment affects women than men. Recent statistics from the US say that 70% of victims of abuse online were women over the last decade. Why do you think the digital space is so hostile to women?
I think the digital space reflects the real life. Women are more harassed in the real life as well, but also on the internet it's always more easy. It's easier because of anonymity. I can speak really frankly very easily about it because myself I've been bullied online on a professional level as a woman and a lawyer. And of course, as I'm an expert in the area, I knew how to react, but it's not the case for all the women.
And in terms of reacting, did you pursue the legal channels? Were they there for you?
No, because you're always afraid of what we call the bad buzz on the internet, and so you really have to react. It's really a case-to-case situation, and you really have to face different situations.
Thank you very much, Nathalie Dreyfus, for your